Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and same here with a new reading vlog for my TBR takedown. Attack on my TBR. I don't remember what I called this series, but I'm reading my TBR and we are reading by color. I've already done reading purple books and I was looking at my TBR and I was like, you know what? We've got a lot of books coming up of the same color, slash I need to read these books that are this color, so we're just going to do this for our vlog, and that is going to be reading green books. I did put this sweatshirt on when it's 80 degrees outside just for this video, just for this clip. This is coming off soon. But I do have like 2 green t-shirts and that's it. And I'm going to be wearing t-shirts this weekend. So I'm saving those t-shirts for when I'm fully reading in this vlog, and just put on like literally my favorite sweatshirt ever. I don't remember where this is from, but like I have one. It's the Folklore one for Taylor Swift and it says The One on the back because that's like my all-time favorite song in this entire universe. But I have this, and then I have my purple one that says Taylor's version on it, and it's like my favorite texture of sweatshirt, especially having worn this like a million times now. It's still soft, and I don't know, no other sweatshirts I've ever bought have felt like this. So shout out to this sweatshirt. I'll link them below if I can remember. I follow them on Instagram and I don't remember. I should order more, but I don't remember their name right now, but it'll be down below. But we're here to read some books. So I already see, oh, there it is. I don't know, I don't think I've read this one. I don't think so. Hold on, because I was looking for this on my TBR cart and it's not there anymore, and I just bought the audio, so I hope I have this. The good part about doing this vlog is that the Audible sale is still happening, so I can read so much. So I'm gonna pick up some books from my shelves here, and then I'm gonna take you to my TBR cart and then my shelves in my bedroom to pick out some books. And I don't know, the hard thing is a lot of these don't have like completely green covers. Okay, yeah, I haven't read this, so I don't know why I took it off my shelf, but I also was like, man, I don't have any green Renas to read. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So we could be reading a Green Kent book in this vlog because I've been making my way through the Legacy of God series, and I almost did Orange just to read God of Wrath next, but I don't have a ton of Orange books to read next. So I was like, no, I'm not going to force myself just to read Rena, but like it's going to be an addition to read Rena in these videos, making my way through her backlist. However, I have not read the green one she just came out with, so let me grab these books. So far, I'm not even gonna sit down for this because I only have 4 books right here. Well, because like, do I count this as green? Maybe. But I recently hauled, I just filmed a book haul, and this is a sapphic romance, so I might try to get this on audio. But okay, I have 5 books that I've pulled from my normal shelves. So okay, actually let me sit down and talk about these because I have to go to my other shelves to see if there's anything else. But we have Cosmic Love in the Multiverse Hair Salon, which is a sapphic romance, which I did not know. And she texts someone, and apparently it gets like caught in the time loop, and it's someone who disappeared a month ago, but she's talking to her from before she disappeared. So kind of want to read this. I am for sure reading Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. This one is a new release, second chance romance. I bought the audio during the recent Audible sale. For sure reading Caught Stealing by C.E. Ricky. This is an MM baseball romance, and I did read Iced Out a long time ago, but I just bought this. So I've been meaning to catch up on this series, and maybe we'll do Yellow next because her next book is Yellow, and I actually almost did Yellow next because of Magnolia Parks is my next book I have to read, but I'm gonna read this one. And then Rena has a green book, so did we read Kiss the Villain? I have to see if I can get the audio. We'll see. Actually, I'll go look at that. Maybe, possibly, potentially. And then I do have Fear the Flames, but I don't think I'll get to this because I honestly can barely get through 2 physical books per vlog because I read physically so slowly now, and I've just been crocheting a ton and get through so many more audiobooks. So this one's probably a no, but it is on my TBR. So if I have time, if I find myself having time, maybe. But I'm gonna take you guys to my other shelves and pick out some books. Here we are at my TBR shelf. So immediately I'm not seeing any green. We have a ton of blue. A ton of blue, like blue. Oh, I actually already read that one. I need to pull that out. Green, no. I have reds, I have pinks. Is this green or is it, I feel like that's more blue. And I'm waiting on that audiobook to come in. We do have, is that green? I feel like that's a shade of green, but that's really it over here. So nothing really catching my eye on these shelves of my TBR shelves in here. So I guess just one. Ooh, okay. green. Oh yeah. Green. 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 Oh my gosh, there's way more than I thought. Blue or green? Oh, yes. Green. Okay, that was so much more than I thought we would have. I really need to read this, so this might be priority on my TBR for this vlog. Give Me Butterflies by Jillian Meadows. Love her. Never read that one. Falling for Meadow by Kelsey Denise Stone. I might read this if we have an audio, but that's a maybe. 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 I don't know if I've heard the best things about this one. Yes, I forgot about this one. It's got the green spine too, so I feel like we can count this green. I have the audio of this, so for sure, yes. And then I love this concept, so maybe if I can find the audiobook of this one too, possibly. But I also do have a sapphic romance, and I also, so I feel like it'll be tradition to read Rena and a sapphic, and that's like my goal for all of these. So I recently did get this book that I'm so excited for, and it is Bed and Breakup by Susie I say Dumont, and I feel like that's wrong, but Second Chance Romance, They Own an Inn, and this author recently shared the like inspiration she had for the inn, and it's like based on this real town, and the inns are like super cute. So she said that it's inspired by her favorite place, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. It's a quirky, artsy mountain town, and she shows like all these historic homes that are in the town that really inspired the inn, and they're so stunning, and one of them actually has like similar colors to the cover, so this made me even more excited. I believe that they have to run an inn together, and it's a second chance romance, so for sure reading this one as well. So right now I do have 5 books on like my for sure TBR. 3 of them I do have on audio, so I have 3 of these on audio. Oh wait, where did Kiss the Villain go? Should I move that to my for sure pile? I have to get this on audio, but yes, please. I guess like these 2 would be maybes if I can get these on audios. So 4 officially, 3 books on audio, then that arc that I have, and then try to squeeze in these 2. So realistically, this is the TBR. I pulled a ton, but this is a realistic TBR. So we're gonna be reading all green books, and I cannot wait. Good morning, everybody. I have to be a little bit quiet. My sister did work last night. She's a night shift nurse, so she's currently sleeping in her room on the 1st floor. But I am here in a green sweatshirt, so I forgot I even own this. I did go through my closet last week. I thought I got rid of this because I was in between keeping it or not, because the sleeves like just hit my wrists slash like not really, and I don't love that, but that means I have to wear it with like the sleeves pulled up, or else it'll bother me so much on my wrists, and it's good to wear on a warmer day as a sweatshirt because it's like 70 out now. It definitely has gotten warm, so I'm annoyed with this warm weather. It is what it is. Oh yeah, it is exactly 70 degrees, but we're gonna pretend it's not super hot outside. At least it's not getting into the 80s today. That has been it all week. But I did pour myself some tea in my cute little Yoshi mug. Put some of my sugar in there. Hi, Lily. Good morning. And I am halfway through this audiobook, so I did end up, let me see, oh yeah, I'm almost exactly halfway over. I'm 4 hours and 50 minutes in, and I have 4 hours and 30 minutes left of Left of Forever. I did run 7 miles this morning. I'm a little tired because after I ran, I walked the dogs. I already have like 14,000 steps for the day, and it's 10:30. But I did read the new Ava Hunter on my run because I do have an arc of that, and I have to read that by release day, which I think is this upcoming Thursday. I knew I was not gonna super get lost in the tennis romance I'm reading, so I need something good when I'm running that long. So I didn't read my book for my last vlog that I'm doing. I need to finish, but I read that, and then I listened to this more on my walk, and I read a little bit yesterday when I was crocheting. And initially, like an hour and a half into it, I was like, is this gonna be a favorite book of the year? Because second chance, and they were married and they have a kid, and he's a firefighter, and he had gotten a letter from someone and it came with cookies, and he is like so hungry that he just like pulled the cookies out, or like scones or something, and ate them. When he was eating them, he like was like, oh my god, these are my wife's, like they're from her bakery, he knows them. So he read the letter, and it was from her to just like a random person, and she was like asking about something, and he wrote back, and I was like, oh my god, is he gonna be writing to his wife and she doesn't know? And I was like, this is literally gonna be the best thing ever. That only lasts like 3 letters. And I was like, if that was the book, I would have died. That has angst written all over it. So this still is a contender to be a 5-star, but now they're just kind of like on a road trip to fall back in love. Like they both know it, and like that kind of takes the angst out of it for me a little bit. So there were just a couple of decisions that could have been like super angsty, and like literally I'm obsessed, and I never want to put this book down. Like I almost didn't stop reading yesterday. I almost continued crocheting until I was done, but I didn't want to do that because I wanted to get over 8 hours of sleep once. I've been only getting 7 hours of sleep every night, so I was like, I need to get a lot tonight on the weekend. So I did. I got 8.5 hours, but I just potentially could have been a favorite book of the year. It still could probably be a 5-star, but I'm not feeling that feeling anymore that I was in the beginning of this. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to read more. I'm going to crochet. I actually might just finish this audiobook on the couch. It's about like an hour and a half of listening at my speed. So it's 10:30, so I could just do that and then have lunch. So I might do that. So we're going to finish this book this morning, and hopefully I have good things to report on. We'll see. It's like a 5-star now though. Like the second chance vibes are there. Definitely emotional. I thought there would just be a little bit more angst to it, and that was gone pretty quickly. Like they're like, let's go on this trip and see if we can work it out. And I was like, oh, so they're both just kind of like all in. I wanted a little bit more tension and like hesitation, I guess, but right now they're just like, yeah, let's see if we'll fall back in love. I was like, okay, cool. But okay, I'm gonna go crochet, drink my tea out of my adorable Yoshi mug. Yoshi's always been my favorite. Anytime we do like Mario Kart, I'm Yoshi. Anytime we played like Donkey Kong Mario Party stuff, I think I was Yoshi. Is Yoshi in that? Been a very long time since I played a Nintendo 64, probably like 2 decades. So hello everybody, it is now 2:30. I finished my book and I want to get a lot more done, but I filmed an entire video and then I filmed like 6 TikToks. I'm trying to be consistent on TikTok and post like once a day just to have something up there, just to keep that going. So it's already 2:30, but I did finish Left of Forever and I'm giving it 5 stars. I anticipated it being a favorite of the year, but it's not. It's still a 5-star. But I wanted the epistolary part of it to last longer and the pining to last longer. But we got pretty much a let's try to be together about halfway through, but it was still so good and just so angsty, and I love a second chance romance. That's probably one of my favorite tropes. So 5 stars. I'm very excited because I didn't love Savor It by Tara DeWitt. It was just like too slow, I guess, and this one at least we had a lot going on and a lot of fun stuff with like their families all meddling, and I didn't even realize this was part of that series, but so good, so good. And I've literally read nothing else, so I do need to finish Backhanded Compliments. This one's like a 4 right now, kind of teetering on 3.5. We're just moving along. So I have about 50% of that left. I was gonna edit this video, but I just want to read, so I'm gonna sit on the couch and read that for at least an hour and a half until my sister wakes up, and then we'll see what I do. Maybe then I'll edit my video because I should do that today instead of tomorrow, but I kind of don't want to, but I don't know. We'll see. So that's my reading update. 5 stars for the first book of this vlog, and I finished it within 24 hours. Not bad. I'm getting a little warm because I filmed in my filming room is my library, which is probably the hottest room in the house during the summer because upstairs just gets a little bit warmer than downstairs. It is what it is, but I'm gonna sit on the couch now and read. So I also I saw someone else have this in pink, and I told my sister I wanted pink. My sister got this like fidget ice cube gel thing for Christmas, and she's like, I don't want this. I was like, oh my gosh, give it to me. because she didn't want it. And I was like, I'll take it. I love it. I'm obsessed. I sit with it during every meeting I have up here, and then when I'm talking to you and when I'm just sitting looking at something that I don't need my hands for, I just play with it. And I want one in pink, so I might do that one. I might treat myself to that because I've had this for 6 months now, since Christmas. She got it for Christmas. It's fun. Okay, I'm gonna go look through a little bit of my emails. That is a plan over here. Hello everybody, good morning, welcome to a new day. It is Sunday. I do have some green on. It took me a bit to find this. I didn't realize that I actually owned quite a few green actual shirts. I'm going to my parents today to drop off books, and then I'm going to my grandma's for brunch. So I needed like not a t-shirt or sweatshirt to wear, and I have this. So we are keeping on with the green theme, but I did start the X-Vows. I'm already 40% into this, and this is also a second chance romance with a very misunderstood hero who is so broody, and he's really working on himself. They've been not divorced, but they broke up a few years ago, but they share a best friend. So we know that they met in like middle school when the hero had moved to town and became friends with her best friend, who's a guy. And so they started dating, I think in college, and now they broke up, and they told, it kind of giving me like Happy Place vibes, where they told their best friend, they're like, we're amicable, like it's totally fine, we can be around each other, we've talked through, like no hard feelings. There are hard feelings, like they have not gotten over each other, and they did not have a good breakup. So the best friend is getting married, and he's like, are you sure you're okay to be around each other? Because there was some weird vibes at the last wedding we were all at. She was supposed to bring a date. He ended up cheating on her. She didn't bring him. The hero did bring a date, and I'm guessing he only brought a date because he heard she was bringing a date, and then she didn't bring a date, and now he feels like really bad that he brought a date. The angst, I'm telling you. So they're both like, it's totally fine, we'll be there. And the reason they broke up is because the hero was so addicted to his job, and that was like so detrimental to their relationship and just everything about his life. And so now they're together for this wedding, and it's like 8 days before the wedding, and they have to spend the whole week there together, and everything keeps on going wrong. So they actually have to go together to this vineyard in order to set up the wedding because the couple can't. And so they're forced together, and it is so angsty and so good. They obviously have such feelings for each other. You can tell. So it's only one POV, it's only her POV, but you can tell the hero has feelings, and you know he's working on things. And I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this book so far. I'm loving it. The fact that we started this video with 2 second chance romances that I think are both gonna be 5 stars, I can't. I like just cannot. And the fact that we're gonna read Peyton Corinne next, who I think is gonna be 5 stars as well. I'm so excited. Like I'm living for this vlog right now, and I can't wait to read more. So I actually have to organize my books. I have to pack everything up in bags, and then I'm gonna go to Walmart first to see if they have the cotton candy Alani, and then go to my parents' house. So we are gonna have some listening time while I bag up books, and then on my way to their house, because they're 30 minutes away from me. So that's a solid hour of listening in the car, which is great. So I'm gonna go start working on those books, bringing them up, and yeah, that is my day. Fingers crossed. I'll do a taste test if I find this cotton candy Alani, because I love cotton candy and I love candy in general. So the fact that they have a cotton candy Alani, that's why I love Alani so much, because they're so sweet and addicting. The orange is one of my favorites. Like I could chug that. I don't, but like I could chug an orange Alani because it tastes like sun-kissed to me, and I love that. And the red slush, I love that one. I do love the cosmic one, the cosmic stardust, the purple one, and then the blue raspberry one I do really like. The pink one is just okay. I don't love that one that much. I don't like peach, and I don't like watermelon. Witch's brew, I actually still have some. We bought a bunch, and I only drink like 1 a week, so they're just in the fridge. And I want to make sure I don't like become immune to that kind of caffeine, because they're so helpful when I have long car rides, because I do get sleepy if I drive too much and I'm tired. So Alani's helped me so much, and I only want to use them when necessary, because like I'm fine in a normal day. Like Diet Cokes don't faze me when it comes to the caffeine amount, but Alani's definitely have a good kick, so I want to keep it effective. So like 1 a week is my max. We're gonna see if they have it, and we'll try it. I'm excited. Hello, I am home. I just got back from my parents' house. It's 2 o'clock already. I have to edit a vlog and then get back to reading, but I did find the cotton candy Alani. I went to a Walmart in the town over from me and they had a whole display, so I got 7. Might be a lot, but I'm like, when am I gonna get this again? I don't like going over to that Walmart. So I think that was actually a really nice Walmart, and they didn't have baskets though, so I was like juggling. I gave one to my dad because he likes Alani's too. I mean, I get my sweet tooth from my parents for sure. So I did have some of my new M&Ms before coming up here, but I wanted to taste test with you guys. I only like cold drinks. I really hate anything warm, and those were sitting in my car for 3 hours. So we put it in here in my cute little cup, which I should do more often because I actually don't use these that much because I usually use my Stanleys for my liquid IVs. So I don't use these as much, but we're gonna taste test cotton candy Alani. It's actually not as sweet as I thought it would be. Like, it kind of has their Alani. You could taste like an Alani. I feel like it's like after I can really taste the cotton candy. But I thought it would be sugarier. But like, it's not sweet enough. But it's still good. So hopefully my sister can try some too today. This will probably be gone. She's gonna wake up in 2 hours. I probably would have drank this by then, but good to go. I like it. We're gonna drink that today. I need to edit this video and then I'm gonna read. I'm gonna listen to my audio. I actually have an hour left of my speed, so 3 hours left of the X-Files, and I'm still really enjoying it. I don't know if it's a 5-star, but I just love how the hero really wants her back. And they did start kind of like a friends with benefits situation while they were together planning for this wedding, which is not always my favorite, but it like kind of like forces them to be like, well, we actually like never want this to end again. And he's definitely worked on himself. So it'll be interesting though to see, because she's supposed to move to Seattle for her job, so she has to move way out of California, so we'll see how that goes. But the friend is fun. He just showed up again, so we'll see how this goes. That is really all I have to update you on. Editing and then reading. It's my life. Hello. I did mow the lawn and I finished the X-Files because I went, I think I updated you one time already, but I did go to my parents' house and then I drove home, so that was an hour in the car listening. And then I did a little bit more of crochet. I'm starting my second panel because my first try was too tight, so now we're trying again. And once I'm done with this, I can put it together. But I was listening to some of my audiobook and then I had to mow the lawn. So I finished the X-Files. That's 2 audiobooks in one weekend, which is amazing. And I'm giving this 5 stars. This book is so good. And I love a good second chance romance. And I feel like I've just been putting off these books that I think I'm gonna love for like a special time, but then that just like made me slumpy because I was not reading any 5-star romances. And so then now I'm like, okay, let's get these off my TBR, and I am obsessed with them. So the X-Files was so good. We have a lot of characters in these where like the hero, obviously like they could not be together, and the hero puts in the work and he's like, I'm gonna win you back, but I need to work on myself and be good enough to be with you. And that's what I feel like a lot of this was, and I loved it. And that's kind of really similar to Left Up Forever. I feel like if you loved Left Up Forever, you're gonna love the X-Files, and vice versa. Like, they are 2 books that have a lot of similar themes, and I think both of them, they have not been together for 5 years, and then they have to be around each other a lot more, and they have like shared friends, and the friends want them to be together, and it's just so good. So good. I give this 5 stars. 2 5-star reads in the beginning of this vlog. I'm just also flying through books. I'm so sorry. I edited my vlog for Monday of reading new releases, and it's not that long, and I read 6 books because I'd be like, I just started this. They're like, guess what, I'm done, because I just like sit and crochet for hours and get through these books. So that's amazing. But I am so happy I love this, and the setting was so perfect, and it just felt very summery too because it's at a vineyard and they're planning a wedding. So this was just so good. I feel like I'm also reading all of the like traditionally published books that are perfect as summer reads. So I definitely recommend as a summer romance read. But now we are going to be reading Unloved by Peyton Corinne, and I'm so nervous. I have not even looked at the synopsis of this book. I think I'm gonna love it because I loved Unsteady. It was a favorite book of the year when I read it, and I think that this can be a contender. So I did also find another green shirt. So this is another Winnie the Pooh thing. We are green today, and I'm wearing it because it's actually not too hot. I think it's not as humid anymore, so like I'm not dying inside my house, not like internally. But yeah, that's really all to update you on. I'm gonna watch the Tonys tonight because Hamilton. and I've never watched them before though, so that'll be really fun. And then yeah, that is really it. I did talk to my mom about trips because we watch each other's dogs. She asked if I was going on any, and I was like, not too. I mean, I have 2 in July, but I'm like, there's so many things I want to do. I would love to do some more like cute cozy cottage weekend kind of getaways, or like stay at an inn. I'd love to go back to Nora's Inn, but we will see if I can add that to my calendar before the end of the year, because I do have a lot of trips this year, but I don't have too many trips next year, so that'll be interesting to see what I end up doing next year, because I don't have too many like author signings to go to, because a lot of the authors I work for are not doing as many next year, so we'll see. I only have 2 on the books so far, and then a potential other trip, and that's it. So it's gonna be exciting. Oh, my sister are gonna see Shawn Mendes in Chicago in October, so there's that too. So very, very excited for that, but we can drive to that and it's only 1 night, so I'd love to go back to New York too. But those are just the things on my mind lately. I'm just gonna sit in bed with my puppies, eat a cookie, crochet, and read until the Tonys. Those are the plans. I don't know if I last talked to in here. I think I did. Ignore the mess. It is now Monday night, and I am listening to the Peyton Corinne. I don't think I've talked to you at all about this actually. So I'm 40% in, and I really, really like it. My only issue, so it's college, it's a college romance, and I think this is the same timeline as Unsteady, because we see those characters and they haven't gotten together yet. But in this one, our heroine, I'm trying to understand, she is still so young. She is still in college, and it is very hard for me to watch her let this guy, not the hero, a different guy, be so nasty to her, so mean to her, just because she's so desperate for a relationship and to be loved. And I feel like that's why it's called Unloved, because she is with this guy for 2 years. Like, I think it said 2 years. Like, she has been in this relationship that he's defined. He basically is always just like, well, we're just like not really together, and he makes her feel so inadequate, so embarrassed. Like, she bought lingerie one time, and because she wanted to just like surprise him, and he made her feel so embarrassed about it. And I was like, a partner should never ever make you feel less than, and that is literally all he does. And it's just, I just like want her to leave him so badly. And I'm like, you should never sacrifice feeling good about yourself to be with someone else. I know so many people have and can, and so she just has to learn that. And I do think that her getting closer to the hero is teaching her that she does not have to put up with that. And the hero, okay, so this does start out with him literally like the night after spending the night with a girl, and I don't love seeing the people that they're actively sleeping with. Like, I don't like that, and I feel like there's other books that have done that too. So immediately I was just like, oh no. Like, he literally was like naked in front of this girl that he just slept with. That's not the heroine. I don't love seeing that. But the hero really embraces this playboy persona, because he feels like he's never good enough and never loved enough because of his past and his family, and he does have dyslexia, and he's really embarrassed about that because it's really hard for him to finish classes, and he failed biology, so now he's taking it again. And so the heroine is his tutor, and I just want to give him a giant hug. Like, I feel so bad for him, and I'm really enjoying this. I feel like their relationship reminds me of something, and I can't remember what it is, but like, he is just so determined to be there for her, and I love that, and it's really cute. So it's definitely a friends to lovers, because they become friends first, and I'm having so much fun. So I am crocheting away my second panel, technically my third because I messed up the first one. So that is what I'll be doing. It is already almost 9 o'clock though. I watched the Hamilton performance of the Tonys last night. Like, life-altering watching that happen and living that experience. I've literally been listening to Hamilton all day, singing it non-stop to the point that my sister yelled at me to stop singing it out loud, and I just can't stop thinking about it and watching TikToks about it, and it was just literally amazing. And I'm like, do I just watch Hamilton tomorrow? I was listening to the soundtrack, jamming out. Like, I've had my Bose headphones on, which I don't use too often. I only use them when I listen to music, and I don't listen to music that often while I work, and I was jamming out to some Lafayette. Such a good soundtrack. Such a good show. I cannot believe they had the entire cast there. That was amazing. But that's been my day, really. So my sister and I watched an episode of Department Q together. That's why I haven't really been listening to my audio, but I'm sitting down now to listen to more. I don't know how much I want to get done, but maybe I'll listen to like 9:30 and then I have to finish a different book that I'm reading for review, and then I can jump back into this vlog. So yes, I'm gonna listen. Probably talk to you tomorrow because I am not gonna listen to enough to update you. But yeah, those are my plans. Hello everybody. I did try a new CC cream today and it's very dewy and I don't know if I like that, but it's like the It Cosmetics CC cream. My sister gave me one to try because she tries like so many new products all the time. Very dewy compared to my normal foundation, but my foundation normally rubs off of my nose throughout the day and this one doesn't. So what do we think of the glow? I think it's a lot, but anyways, hello everybody. I finished an audiobook today. It is Tuesday. I'm at the end of my workday. It is 4:58, making some pasta right now. My sister goes for a day meeting once a month, and that's today because she's a night shift nurse, but she has to go through some like meetings at her hospital. So she's been gone all day, and that means I'm on my own for dinner. I'm almost never on my own for dinner because like she leaves around 6 for her night shift when she does work. So we always eat around like 5:30. So I'm putting on some pasta. It's my favorite meal to make when I'm alone. Some rotini pasta, some butter, and some Parmesan cheese is my go-to meal and I love it, and I was looking forward to this all day, so very excited because she doesn't like eating that, so I just get it when I'm alone. But I finished a book today. I filmed a little bit of me working. I had some spreadsheet work to do, so I knew I could listen to an audiobook during that because it's just like mindless like checking things and cross-checking spreadsheets and stuff like that. So I did finish Unloved, and I want to give it 5 stars because I know how much people love this book and I really did enjoy it. However, personally, I'm someone who doesn't like epilogue. Like, I just need drama, and I hate it when characters get together too fast, and I feel like they got together just a little bit too quickly in this one. And I still had like 3 hours left of the book where they were just together and we were going and addressing other things, and I personally don't love that. And so I was just like, I did like them together. Like, I love them as a couple. I love these characters. I adore them so much, especially the hero. He is so broken, and like the reason why it's called Unloved hurts me. And I was walking my dogs this morning because I had to take them before it got too hot, so I walked them at 7 this morning, and I like vividly, I was just like so immersed in this book when he was talking about he was going through this crisis, and he's like just didn't feel like he wanted to bother anybody because he just feels like he's not important enough to anybody and no one cares about him and he's just a burden. And I just was like, oh my god, like I just want to give you a hug. Like, you are so worthy. And I hate it that he didn't feel worthy because of growing up and how people treat him and how he is taken advantage of so much by women in positions of authority and who are older than him. Makes me so angry. And so this did bring out so many emotions from me, and I loved the romance so much, but I didn't love the last end, like part of it, because they were just like happy and in love and then addressing other issues they were going on with. I mean, no, don't get me wrong, the epilogue was super cute, and I just love how much he supports her so much, especially because she didn't get that from her ex, who absolutely was emotionally abusive and manipulative, hardcore, and she really needed to understand like she did not need someone like that in her life. So it was so good, but I just like could not love the ending because of that pacing. So I think it's like 4.5 for me. But these characters, this book, and the way that we got to see the characters from the first book too, please read that first. I feel like I wish I had read that like sooner because like I forget so much from that book other than like the major plot points, and these took place at the same time. So like you got to see things happening over there, and I even didn't remember the guy's name, and I was like, oh, that's who he was. Like, he's from the previous book because I read it like over a year ago. So but it was really good. So So like a 4.5. I can't solidify a 5-star rating, but 4.5. It was so good, highly recommend. But now I am starting my C.E. Ricky, which I read the first one, Iced Out, years ago, and I need to continue the series, and so I did get this during the Audible sale. I did Caught Stealing, which is a really green book, and it is a baseball romance. I feel like perfect summer romance, perfect for summertime. I'm super excited to read this book. So I literally just started when I was putting the dishes away, so I am 5 minutes in. So I'm gonna be reading this and I hope that I love it. I've actually started watching Criminal Minds while I work and I'm loving it. So today is Tuesday, which means I could watch a new episode of Love Island and a new episode of Below Deck was on. So I got those two out of the way this morning, and then I did not know what else I wanted to watch because like I've just not been in the mood for YouTube lately, and I haven't been in the mood for Gilmore Girls because I'm on season 6 and it's dumb. So I put on an old season of Love Island, didn't hit the same as this current season. So then I was like, what is a show I can put on in the background that I've been wanting to get to, that I've started before but never gone all the way through? And I was like, Criminal Minds would be fun as like a background show. It kind of gets too distracting at some points because I'm like engrossed in the story, but I put it on and I watched 2 episodes today and I forgot how good this show is. So I'm starting from the beginning for Criminal Minds while I work. So it's great to have on as a background show. So I'm really loving that. But those are really my updates. I'm gonna have my dinner. So excited, and hang with my dogs. I'm gonna write a ton of reviews because I'm just like 2 months behind on my Goodreads reviews, and that was a goal this year to not do that, but I did. So I got to get through those, and then I'm gonna read. So those are my plans. It's just getting too hot to wear this, so I might change, but yeah, I'm gonna listen to this audio. And then I haven't been able to start my Sapphic romance yet because I'm still reading an arc that I have to get through that's not for this video. So we will hopefully start that tomorrow. Hello everybody. I do not remember if I last talked to you in here or not, but I have some reading updates because I did start my audiobook for Caught Stealing. I am actually a good amount into it because I listened to a lot last night. I have read 4 hours and I have 6 hours left, so I'm not gonna finish that tonight. But I have been crocheting and I'm gonna crochet for at least another hour, so I will have about 3 hours left when I'm done, so that'll be finished tomorrow. But this book is really angsty and it has cheating in it, so do know that if you're gonna read this book. So the 2 heroes cannot stand each other because they hooked up. So this really actually reminds me of Unsteady in the sense that they hook up and one of them does not remember that it happened and the other one can't forget about it. In this case, they hooked up a year ago and he's a football player and the other one's a baseball player, and the baseball player has a best friend that's also gay, that's also a football player. So he hasn't told anybody that they hooked up because the other guy acts like it didn't happen, and he's like, oh my god, he's so rude, he's such a playboy, because he's also like a super playboy character, kind of like Unloved, and he's like, what the heck? And so the other guy doesn't remember that it happened, and so he's like, dude, why do you hate me so much? Like the other guy like hates his guts. And so the football player, the one who doesn't remember, he is flirting with the baseball player's best friend slash roommate, and he's like, don't, he's like a horrible person, he's such a playboy, he sleeps around, he doesn't care about anybody. So the other guy is like, kind of takes it as a challenge to date his best friend and really does it to poke at him, so he's dating his best friend, and obviously they like each other though, but he's kind of doing it to push his buttons. And so there's some like situations that happen that are definitely cheating, considered cheating, because he's still actively dating his best friend, but you know he doesn't actually like the best friend, he's doing it to push his buttons. But I just kind of feel bad for this best friend because he's really nice and he genuinely wants to date his football player teammate, so it's just kind of sad, and I hope that he doesn't like end up heartbroken or like something bad happen with his character. But the tension between these two, especially the sexual chemistry between them, they have to go on vacation together, and It's so good, and they literally poke fun at each other so much and try to get on each other's nerves so much and like retaliate against the other one when they do something bad. And so I'm really enjoying this. It's a lot of fun. It is another college romance though, which I have not been reading a lot of, but I'm enjoying it, though there's not a ton of sports in here. I mean, we get like a little bit of a football game because I thought it was 2 baseball players, but it's a baseball player off season and a football player during their season, but like at the end of their season because it's like December. So yeah, that is my reading update for you. Nothing really else to update you on except for that I'm almost done with the second panel of my sweater finally. So this has been 2 weeks in the making, and I've been flying through them, doing like a week at a time, a week and a half, but this one's taking me a long time. So we are getting through the summer dragonfly sweater that hopefully will turn out cute. We will see, but I'm gonna listen to more for like an hour and then finish this tomorrow. And then I'll probably get this video up not on Saturday like I wanted to, because I definitely want to read the Sapphic in romance. So that's going to happen. Just not right now because I have to finish my Ava Hunter for tomorrow. So we'll see if I can get this up next week. Gotta read all the green books. Hello everybody, it is currently Friday. Wow, it's already Friday, but I do have a book update for you, and I didn't finish this vlog by Saturday. So I'm gonna try to read a whole book today and tomorrow to put this up on Sunday. I'm very excited for this book, and I have no plans tomorrow. So that is what the plans are. But I finished Caught Stealing by C.E. Ricky, and I did give this 4 stars. I will say, technically there is no cheating in here because they do address this, because the best friend and the guy he's interested in don't have like an exclusive relationship, and they have, and the guy who was dating the best friend was like, hey, we're not actually like exclusive, like this isn't like permanent, serious, whatever, we're just kind of like exploring things. And he tells the other guy that's really interested in him that, so he's like, we're not actually exclusive, like it's fine. But you know, there's gonna be some guilt over even telling the best friend that they're kind of like seeing each other kind of together. So that is the conflict through the rest of the book, which just was kind of obvious to go through. So it would have been nice to have something like a little bit different there, but the pining attention here was everything. The chemistry between them was everything. I really liked that. I like the sports. We actually do get to see both. We get to see the baseball hero going to the football games, and we get to see the football hero going to some baseball games, and it's really cute, and I really did like that. So the friends are also hilarious. Like, I really loved the friend group in here, and we do see, it's been a long time since I read book 1, but we do see that couple, and I'm assuming someone we've met is gonna get the last book. I think there's only 3 books in this series so far, but I'm very excited to read that one because I think it's a baseball one too. So I don't know who would be excited. Just remember the cover. I think it's baseball, it's yellow. So maybe I'll read that for my yellow reading vlog, but I did really like this. The narrators were great, and I thought that it was good. And it's just like a college romance too, which I'm not like super obsessed with college romances now, but I do enjoy them every now and then, even though I feel like I've been reading a lot more lately. I've read 3 in the past 2 months, which I normally don't do, but really did enjoy this. I definitely recommend this if you like sports romances and kind of more complicated, a little bit of a messier relationship because the one guy's dating his best friend, but I still really enjoyed it. And then they did have to address their friendship and like how they've used each other kind of like as an excuse to make certain decisions, and they're like, we need to stop doing this. So I did like that, how it definitely helped them out of relationship expectations, friendship expectations. So definitely a fun book, really enjoyed it. But I'm going to be reading my Bed and Breakup next. I'm very excited for this one because it's a second chance Sapphic and they own an inn together. Like, that sounds amazing, and I just did a second chance recommendations video that might go up after this vlog, so stay tuned for that. But my sister's making dinner, we're gonna have some dinner, and then I have reading sprint tonight with my Patreon, so we're gonna cozy up and read this book. I'm determined to, even though I should finish this sweater I'm working on. I can't listen to another audio for this vlog because I have to get this one done, but I do have an e-archive, so we're gonna read this, go through that, try to finish this by tomorrow, and finish my sweater tomorrow. So we're just gonna do all the plans. We're gonna see if I can get it done. Hello everybody, I did try another new CC cream today. I think it's just a tad bit orange, but I like it a lot better than the glow one that I used. I think I was in this vlog, it was either this vlog or my crochet vlog. I used the It Cosmetics CC cream glow, and I was very dewy. I'm a little too dewy, so I'm trying their just like normal CC cream, and I really like it. Ignore I have highlight on, that's why that's a little shiny, but I do think that it's just like, if we look, it's just like a tad too dark. So I did order the shade below, and we'll see if that one's my match or I need to mix them. I was just talking to my sister about it because I was asking her what shade she thought I should get, and it's hard finding your perfect match. And in the past I've had to like mix foundations before, but we're gonna see how this goes. But it's not as bad as I thought it was. She had told me it looked really dark, but we were in the kitchen in the dark, like it was a little shadowy in there, so not too shabby. But we're here to talk about books. So I did get my drink for the day, and I ran 7 miles this morning and started this book. So I actually started a little bit yesterday. I got like 7% in, and then I read like 20% on the treadmill because I ran for an hour, and then I walked the dogs today. So we have just been moving and grooving, and it just feels great starting my day with a long run and then a walk. And I feel like because I've been doing, it's been about 2 months now, I would say, since I've been doing a long run on the weekend, and my body, it bounces back so much faster now than what it used to when I would run that long. And I do fuel during my runs now. If any of you are interested in running stuff, I use the Honey Stinger chews now. I used to run long distance when I was in college and would do some half marathons and stuff, but I was terrible at hydrating and I never fueled. So now I don't know if I want to ever do another race again. Like, I just feel like I don't have to, and that really pushes my body to its max because I passed out twice in past half marathons. So I am comfortable right now doing 7 miles. Maybe I'll bump it up to 8 if I feel like it, but I like physically feel so good now afterwards, when before I would be really sore and like not want to move. So, and just like tired, not that like my legs hurt, but just like I felt tired. And now I don't feel like I've run 7 miles. Like I feel great. I could go out and like have a full day if I needed to, which is a great feeling. So feeling really great about getting back into longer runs on the weekends. And I did read some of this book, Bed and Breakup. I was like, it has like a punny title. This is a second chance romance. So they were married in the past, and they had this amazing inn together in this town that was really known for its queer community, and they were like always booked up for their inn, and they broke up like 6 years ago. I think it was either they were together 6 years or they broke up 6 years ago. It's been a while. They got together in their early 20s, and now they're both in their mid 30s, and they're both back in town. One of them is a stained glass window artist. So cool. And the other one is a celebrity chef. And so she basically left to chase her dreams of having like celebrity chef stuff, and the other one left and she does a lot of like on the road work, like she travels a lot. But now they're both back, and one of them is like, the chef is literally broke. She is using the kitchen at the inn and trying to come up with inspiration to possibly open a new restaurant. And then the other one is using the studio at the inn to do her stained glass business. And she has like a client in town. And it's really sad though, because like they used to have a really just cozy antique looking inn, and has like so much character and artwork and all this stuff, and now it's kind of just like been renovated to just be very cookie cutter and no life or personality to it by the rental company that they had given it over to when they moved. They still own it, but they were letting this rental company just like rent it out, and they basically ruined it. So now they're going to be working together to renovate the inn to sell, and they're going to fall back in love. And so it's really cute so far. They really push each other's buttons though, because they did not end on a good note. The one did say the chef left with someone, and I don't know if that's true or not, if she actually like had a relationship with the person she left with, but she was on this celebrity show at the end of their marriage, and they were kept on trying to like hype this romance she had with another person on the show. And she's like, I didn't want to, but they were doing it for the ratings. They were trying to like hype our connection, and they cut everything out about me telling them I had a wife and like all about you. So it's a lot of animosity between them, but the town is so fun. Like I love all the people we've met, and everyone's like, oh, you guys back? You're together again? And they're like, no, and kind of like pushing each other's buttons at the in to try to like drive the other one away. And I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm really loving this one. Like I feel like the last couple sapphic romance I've read have been like okay, like the Ashley Herring Blake and then the tennis one, but this one is giving me all the vibes I want and all the cozy vibes, and I'm just like, can we just like quit everything and go run an inn in the middle of nowhere, or like a cute seaside town? This takes place in Arkansas, which I feel like is very random, but I would love to move to like Washington, open up a cozy inn. and live my life there. What a dream. But I'm gonna continue reading. It is now 10:30, so we're gonna read for the rest of the morning, and I'll update you when I've read some more. Hi guys, I just had lunch and it is 12:50 now. I have less than 30% left. I've just been reading all day, and oh yeah, I don't know if I ever showed you my Kindle case. Look how cute. I'm really liking this. I think it's like on a par to be like a 4-star. I just feel like they never actually addressed still anything in the past, and they said they did. I don't know if it's still coming, but I still don't understand like where things went wrong. And they're like, yeah, we're already rehashed that. They're kind of like having a thing where they're like, no rules apply at the end. So they're like, they agreed to renovate it, and they're like, we can do whatever we want together, and it doesn't count because it's at the end. So like when we're done renovating, we'll go our separate ways. So obviously they're gonna catch feelings and fall back in love, even if they like never lost the feelings in the first place. But I'm still like, why did you break up though? Like, I'm very confused, because I just know the one left, and she actually did like have another girlfriend that she had left with to go to like Portland or something, Oregon, Washington, somewhere over there, and I'm a little confused. So I don't know if they actually did that, and that's like to come, because I still have 30% left. And obviously they're gonna rehash feelings, talking about, because neither of them want this like little fling thing to end, but I'm loving them reconnecting over like old memories as they're rebuilding this inn together, because they already did that when they were in their early 20s together. They rebuilt the inn, and now they have to redo everything that the rental company had ruined. And so that's like painting again, and it's so funny because like I'm in my early 30s and they're in their mid 30s, and they're like, when we were 22, like did it hurt this much to paint the house? And she's like, pretty sure we threw on like a dance party and just like painted all day, and we're barely phased by it. And now they're like, oh my god, my back hurts and like my knee hurts, which I thought was really funny. But they are at like different phases of their lives, so like seeing each other just like a little bit older than they were before, and appreciating things about each other that they didn't before. So I do really like that. I'm just waiting for them to address the problems they had, which they haven't yet. So we will see if they do. But I am really enjoying the setting of this, the cozy vibes of this, and all the other characters, and them kind of like, especially the chef, finding her passion again, because now she's working at a restaurant in town. So I will continue reading and probably chat with you when I'm done. So Darcy stole my spot on the couch, so that's why I'm over here. She's really spread out. So I'm gonna finish and chat with you one more time. Hi guys, I'm here because I finished my book. It is 2:12 and I have Cotton Candy Alani. It's gonna be one of those days. I'm feeling kind of tired already. We're gonna crack it open, see if it's as good as I remember, because this is fully from the fridge before I had to have it with ice, and I feel like you can definitely taste the difference. Oh, I like it better the second time. I know there's a sherbet flavor, and I usually do Kroger, well, my sister does Kroger pickup. I couldn't do pickup with the sherbet flavor. They're like in store only. You can't pick it up. So might have to go and try some sherbet flavor, but I haven't had one since I had mine in this video last week. So yum. I finished my book and I'm giving it a solid 4 stars. They like kind of address what happened in the past. She even was like, oh my gosh, this is like the first time we've like said this out loud, where she had left and they didn't really say why, except for they just like were fighting all the time and she wanted to like chase her dreams. So I would have liked a little bit more of addressing this conflict of like what went wrong. I feel like it kind of was superficial, and I was like, I don't know if you fully worked through all of your issues. They did react to something that happened in the past differently this time, and they acknowledged like, okay, like we need to stop and think, like we can't go down that same path. And I was like, great, but like how do we keep this pattern going? Like how do we make sure that continues to happen? So I would have liked a little bit more in-depth conversation about like how to fix the wrongs that had happened, because that's usually a big part of second chance romances, especially when they were married to one another. So other than that though, it was really sweet. And I do think it ended abruptly, but also because I still had 5% of my Kindle left and it was not the rest of the book, which I hate it when it does that. But I had expected like another chapter or something to see things pass, and I feel like the ending was just like, great, we're done. And I was like, oh, I would have liked like a little bit more, especially like with the inn and stuff. So those are my only small complaints, but it was a really great second chance sapphic romance, especially if you like renovating an inn together, cozy small town, really great secondary characters, and you just really felt immersed in the town. She did base this off of a real place, so that's what else was at the end of the book. It was like her acknowledgements and then her talking about the town that this was actually based off of, which I actually saw her Instagram post about that, so I already knew all about that. And so yeah, very cute, cozy, second chance, emotional, great. Definitely recommend picking this up. Comes out in July. I think it's July 1st actually that this releases, so check it out. And that is my video reading green books. I read 5 books, 2 5 stars, 4.5, and 2 4. That is such a successful video. I was talking with my Patreon either last night or the night before because StreamYard was not working one night and I had to reschedule, but we talked still a little bit. And they said at the end of this project, I should do like which color books were the best and like compare my rankings. And I know my purple video was not the best. So this one for green feels so good. So let me know what color you want me to do next. I do need to do a different video before I do another color video, but I don't know what I want to do. I'll have to look at my TBR and see what colors, because I'm kind of feeling red, yellow, or pink are like what I'm thinking of. So let me know what you want to see, and if you've made it this far, leave me a green heart emoji in the comments down below. And that is all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.